Today I'm riding in Moab, Utah, and I'm about to do one of their other epic trail sequences called the Magnificent Seven, or commonly called the Mag 7 Trail, which has 7 sections to the trail, starting with the upper blue flowy Gateway Trail all the way down to the scary like crazy triple black pro line on Portal. So let's go, Ripper.
Getaway to Bull Run.
Getaway, the very beginning. Yeah, so this is the flowier bit at the beginning. Yeah, so this section is so much fun. It is clearly the most flowy segment on all these trails. So I'm now on the Bull Run section, which is a bit, this is the black. And a little bumpy in here. This is probably the most scenic part of this trail in here. The chocolate brown canyon to the left there. Yeah, I rode this trail a couple of years ago, just as an out and back. I rode down Bull Run to the bottom, and then climb back up the Gateway Trail, which is a great way of doing it. Just as a smaller day. Look at that. What a place to ride a bike. And there's more to come. Yeah, so what I remember from the previous couple of times I've ridden some of these sections is that it's a much bigger day than you expect. I mean, I would recognize that the version I'm planning to ride today is 20 miles. But it's like a 4 to 5 hour ride. And so you got to bring plenty of water. I brought 3 liters today. Hopefully it's enough. The last time I rode the full Mag 7 was, I ran out of water with about an hour yet to ride. So I made it back okay and everything, but geez, you don't want to be doing that. Fortunately, it's kind of cool today, so I won't sweat out as much water as I might have. But nevertheless, you want to have everything honed in for a big trail like this. The other thing is, there's a really big hike-a-bike about 2/3, 3/4 of the way into this trail, and you better have enough energy for that, which I really didn't, frankly, at the time. I was already tired. Part of it was the dehydration, but part of it was just, you know, you're at 15 miles and now you got to climb up another 1,000 feet or something on that hike-a-bike. Oh, here's a nice rock staircase. Cool. And so the trail sequence starts, as I mentioned, with the blue, then it transitions to black, and then to double black along the gold bar rim, and then finally to Portal, which is a triple black or a pro line. So the good thing is that you progressively ease into this. The bad thing is you hit Portal when you're kind of at your physical and technical limits, that you're getting tired. Yeah, I remember some of the lines in here. When I rode this a couple of years ago, I rode it with a guy I met from Durango. He knew this trail. I basically just followed his ass. But I could see he knew these little hucks and so on, lines I didn't quite see. But he was really fit, fitter than me in fact, and I was struggling just to stay with him. And in fact, as scenic as this segment is, the guy I rode with, Terry from Durango, claimed that the next segment, the Great Escape segment, is even more scenic. Oh yeah, look at that. So I'm riding on my own today, but I took the shuttle, the Whole Enchilada shuttle company from the Poison Spider bike shop, and the driver was Samantha, who was very helpful and a whole range of things about other activities in town and so on. So I would highly recommend the shuttle company, but I was kind of hoping that there were 4 other guys in the shuttle, and I was kind of hoping that somebody else would be doing this big ride like this today. You don't really want to do it on your own, but all 4 guys were taking the easier Gemini Bridges option. About halfway along this sequence, you turn left and you avoid the double black, triple black segments further down. So I will not be taking any risks today at all, because this is definitely a very remote trail. There is another shuttle company in town, so there is a chance that their second shuttle, there will be riders on that come follow behind me, but you can never count on that. The other note I would say, being on my own, is that, and I've been asked about this many times on my channel, is I have a device that connects to the satellite network and an emergency service. So if I was to have to advise anyone of where I am and come get me or come help me, I can do that even if I'm out of cell phone range. So, but again, same thing, you can never really rely on all this technology. You gotta pretty much be self-sufficient for any scenario. So that's my plan. Look at how incredibly scenic this is. Let's just stop for a moment and take all this in. So I've come down from here up here, and that's where I'm going, down there. So I'm now on Great Escape. Oh yeah, look at how scenic that is. Holy. Oh yeah, look at that. La Salle Mountains off in the distance. Holy smokes, look at that. Oh yeah, I'm thinking Terry was right. This is a fabulous trail. not only scenic, but these very cool rock rolls. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I rode this so long ago. I don't remember any of this. Oh yeah, I love these things, rolling under rock edges like that. There's one on the Zen Trail in St. George. It's kind of cool. A couple of them that you ride under. Overhang. Yeah, the fun factor is really high on this trail. In and out, in and out. Oh, these really cool moves. Okay, to foreshadow a little bit to further down the trail, I'm now heading east, and that rim ahead of me is what I have to hike a bike back up further down the trail. Holy smokes. Is that not a spectacular view? Holy. Wow. Let's take this all in. Wow. Yeah, at this point I gotta say that I remember it being a pretty epic ride, but this is even better than what I remember. And I'm only halfway into it. But I gotta admit, I'm not looking forward to the hike a bike section. But that's one of the things you have to pay for to do this. Yeah, Samantha, my shuttle driver today, remarked that the hike a bike is between an hour and a half back up to the rim. So I'm about to begin my hike bike or my climb, just around a few more around the corner there, a little further around the corner here. But I also just looked up on Trail Forks, the route, and for the entire route, 21 miles, there's a 3,800 foot cumulative descent and an 1,800 meter cumulative climb. So, point is, it makes for a big physical day in amongst these world-class, unique, awesome views. So at this point in today's ride, I have three options. I can climb back up the getaway trail back to where I started. I can take the exit on the Gemini Bridges Road, which is the easier choice, or I can carry on with the Mag 7 route and do the hike-a-bike up to Gold Bar Rim and finish on the portal. So stay tuned for part 2 of this video and find out how much of portal I can actually ride. So thanks for watching for now. We'll see you next week.